Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's a little cloudy. Probably not going to have any sun beaming in on us, but that's okay. The temperature I took a few minutes ago, 59 degrees. That's pretty darn warm. I can't believe it's that warm in this at this time of day. There's been many days of this winter up in where we live that 59 would have been balmy, but I can't see that every time I come down here, I guess. So Mr. Moe's got his toy. He loves the squeak toys. The squeak toys really get him. He likes to chew on them and squeak them. So we're going to take a drive up Hanaupah today. See what we want to do when we get up there. They had some signs at the bottom saying that there was, due to illegal activities, there were, don't drink the water. Somebody must have had a pot grow up here or something and was using chemicals. I don't know. They seem to post those all the time on these areas like that. I'm not sure what to believe, but whatever. So we're going to get a little breakfast and take our time. We're not in any hurry today because we're not going anywhere. We're going to spend another night here. And a beautiful place to spend the night. It's got a wonderful view with four of the, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but four of the main sites, Badwater, Natural Bridge, Devil's Golf Course, and Dante's View, which you can't really see Dante's View, but you can see the mountain it's on. So anyway, pretty interesting. Okay, we're taking a drive up Hanaupah. Somebody in the SUV went up ahead of us, so we'll probably be running into them before long.
Stuck.
We've been looking at these little, they look like bonsai trees. They look like they've been bonsai'd. They're really interesting looking things. We see these before down in the desert, but we've seen quite a few of them today. And as you look at them from the angle that they're at right there, they look like little bonsai trees. Well, this is the end of the road. I don't remember the road. Neither one of us can remember much about this road, and we've been up here before. In fact, we hiked up this canyon to an old mining camp. The road itself is not very rough. There's one rough spot way down. The rest of the road is pretty much passable by high clearance, and we didn't need four-wheel drive, although I put it in four just to make it easier on the Jeep. You can hear the chucker up there. Okay, so this is the end of the road, but it looks like the road used to continue up. We're going to walk up a little ways and see, but I think the road used to continue up a little farther before. I don't remember it ending right here. As I recall, it ended in a wider area, so I'm thinking it ended up in there somewhere. These little gourds are called coyote melons. And there seems to be a varying degree of controversy, thank you, that whether they're edible or not. I've seen both sides. Some people say they're edible, some people say they're not. So, and I don't know. This is just a gourd right here. These are empty and dry. Yeah, Karen's got some seeds. Like. Well, there's seeds inside this one too. Anyway, yep. Coyote melon. We'll look those up when we get back. I'll put it up on the screen. There's some evidence of some sort of activity. That's a really old hose. Seems like this is this little narrow spot right here where that rock comes out was the end of the road. I don't know, that's my memory of this. This is better than 10 years ago when we were up here last. So, and things have changed greatly since then. Well, after looking at my GPS, I have a little GPS, a Garmin GPS. Since it's the only, I don't have any maps for Gaia loaded to this area. Even though I'm not trusting Gaia much anymore. It's kind of lead me to think that the place that we walked to before is just up around the bend. So we're gonna take a hike. We're gonna go ahead and walk on up there and see if it is. There's no trails here, just walking through the wash. Up ahead you can see the roads up on the hill there. That has to do with that mine that was up in here. And we're not going that far though. So there's the little road we're going to go up. There's a little mine right up there. We're shooting for that. This is there's a lot of water here in this area. It goes underground by the time it gets down to where we're parked. But Hanaupah has a pretty good stream running through it. Nice and clear. What we're doing here is you can see the lines, the roads up there. There's this road right here that goes up. That's where we're heading. There's a little cave. There's a little mine up there. And we'll show it to you. Be there in a few minutes. Now we've been here before. Our last video, we went as far as this. So here's Karen sitting right where she sat last time we were here, which was 10 years ago, I believe. You made it.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
What I was seeing is there's black right here.
Yeah,
like,
somebody's burned something in here.
Yeah, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Did you see the end of the tunnel?
No, it keeps going. This canyon here, we originally walked up this canyon because there's supposed to be some nice narrows up in there, and then there's you know, in the spring there's a little spot right down here. It's a flat spot that's got a place where people camped. There was an old bed spring there. You might look at my old video of this. I took video of all those things. So, but this is basically the same as it was. This is the goal that we had today. Actually, we weren't planning on coming up here, but since we were so close, we figured it might as well. So here we sit in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to be heading down in a few minutes, but it's kind of a trip down memory lane. It was 10 years ago when we were here last, and both of us were in better shape then. And the canyon was actually it was harder to get through than it was today. The canyon's been flushed out pretty good, and then the wash is pretty easy to walk up. So going down will be easier, as it usually is. So anyway, that's the view from this guy's house. Quite a nice day for hiking. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's probably high 60s maybe up here. If it was any warmer, it would be too hot. So this is really nice. Good day for a hike. Okay, we got back to the Jeep, and 2.26 miles I think it said on my GPS, and that was round trip. So there's some folks here that are camping below us, and we offered them a ride down, but they didn't want it. So we're gonna be heading down here as soon as Karen's done talking. She's a talker. So anyway, we'll be heading down the hill here in a minute.
Sweatshirt, and now
It's warm.
Now it's warm. The wind.
Yep, we are sitting here after our it wasn't too long of a hike, like 2.26 miles I think it was. Couple of miles, 2.26 I think. Or she said 3 something she had on her Fitbit. I don't know, with all the walking we did, maybe because we did a little more walking than that. But anyway, it was a fun day. We got to relive something we did 10 years ago when we were 10 years younger. And unfortunately, we were in much better shape back in those days, because we were here we were wintering in Pahrump that year, and it was pretty nice that we were hiking all the time, because that's what we did. We did a lot of hiking. So we haven't been doing enough hiking. We found that out today. But it wasn't bad. We ran into some folks. Our camp just down below us. Right down there is their van, or their truck. And they walk from here all the way up, and it's about 4 miles up to where we saw them. So they got about an 8-mile walk up and back 8 miles round trip. And Karen and I have done 8-mile hikes before, and we never had a whole lot of trouble with those. But an 8-mile hike probably just about kill us off now. Anyway, Karen had a good day today, didn't you, Karen?
Yes, I had a wonderful day. It's get out, be in the outdoors, and going up and just revisiting an old friend, and that was the mine.
Yep. It was a fun thing. So we'll be heading out of here tomorrow. I think we're going to go over to Lemoyne and just to camp on the fan over there. The fan above Lemoyne, the fan there on Lemoyne Road it's got a really nice campsite about halfway out, and I really like that one. It's got a good view of that part of the valley. These fans here, the tops of these fans, they give you the greatest view of the valley, and that's what I like about camping on these things. up here we get the early morning sun, which we didn't have this morning, but the temperature was like almost 60 when we got up, so I really didn't need the sun to get warm. So anyway, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Here's the view looking up the canyon from our camp. Kind of a precipitous drop off here into this canyon, but it's really pretty. You wouldn't want to get too close to the edge. It's probably kind of crumbly, I would think.